Alright guys, so today we're here on White Hart Island to test out the newly released motion predator decoys. They came out, I believe, a week ago, but there was a bug with the red fox, and I decided to hold off on making a video on them until everything was working properly, which now it is. So first we're going to be doing coyotes. They do work for red fox, coyotes, and Arctic fox. So I'm just going to set up the two different ones so you can see what they look like. This is the double tail. And this is the rabbit. I'll get binoculars so the yellow line disappears. Oh, I guess it doesn't disappear when I do that. So you can see it's just sporadic motion, which is pretty much intended to get the predator that you're calling in, get its attention off of you, and it should go to that location rather than the call. So you use your normal predator jackrabbit caller, and when the coyote, Arctic fox, or red fox gets within 50 meters of the decoy, they should go to the decoy instead of the call. So we're going to try it out on coyotes first. We're headed down to the South Island here on White Hart, and hopefully we can find them. Alright, so I just got a call from a male coyote just over there, just at the end of the field, maybe in the trees a bit. I can't see him, so he must be back in there somewhere. So I think I'm going to set up, if I can get on these rocks, that would be ideal. I'll see if I can first before I try to set it up for that. Yeah, I can. So I want to go about there, so around 30 meters from here. We'll set up the rabbit decoy because I think it sticks up a bit higher and this grass is kind of tall. Not that it matters for the actual gameplay for like the coyotes actually seeing it, but as far as just looking decent, sticking out of the grass a bit would look better. Alright, so now we'll back up to the rocks and call from there. And the coyote or coyotes should go directly to the decoy. And there is a distraction factor as well. It's kind of similar to the turkey decoys, where the animal is both attracted to the decoy and also distracted, so they're less likely to spot you. So we'll give a few calls. I'll see if I can... Okay, I do see the decoy moving around there, so I know where roughly they should stop. Decoy is right there. Now we just gotta hope the coyote didn't see us setting that up, and I think we should have been fine. We were crouched the entire time. Alright, so we've got a coyote coming in. Looks like he's alone. Try to get a spotting estimate on him. That's a female, and I had two different males call, so that's interesting. I don't see any sign of any others, though. The good thing is we have the decoy here, so I'll sit and wait just a bit. We do not have camouflage here, I don't think. No, we're not in the forest, despite the trees kind of being near us. See, it looks like we've been ignored by the males. Just let this female keep coming. So the decoy is right here. And our coyote is walking up over the hill right now to it. And she should stop right there, even though we've been calling over here. And that's exactly what we got. I guess the other coyotes left us. So we're going to take this one. Down she goes. So I'll head over there and see if I can get a call from those males again and set up on them. So this is just a 38 scoring female. Alright. Take our decoy down and see if we can get on those coyotes again. Alright, it looks like we've got one coyote just walking in, which is a bit weird. I don't know if that's the male that we've heard or not. No, that's a different one. That's the big one. So although he's alone, I guess we'll just take him out. Of course. Gotta scoot over a bit. I hear another one coming. So we'll see how this distraction aspect works. Hopefully he doesn't spot us here until at least one more coyote shows up. I hear a couple coming now. Okay, there's one. I don't want to bring up my binoculars because if this guy looks at us, we're just going to pull up and fire. But he hasn't noticed us yet. Alright, now we've got 3 here. Oh, okay, he lost interest in the decoy and came trotting to the call. Sounds like they got stuck down there or something. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, it's still there. We hit the other one that we shot at. Wonder if that was this one. Evidently not. Oh, I guess guess that one got free while we were checking. I don't know if that'll kill it or not. But what I do know is hopefully we can drag this guy over near the road. I want to take a trophy shot with the decoy in it. I don't know if we'll be able to drag him that far or not, to be honest. Not a bad one. 52.4 score. Alright, so unfortunately I can't get the decoy in the picture. But that doesn't look too bad. We'll see if we got enough blood to kill this other one that we hit. Definitely tried to get to, but it didn't work so great. Alright, it looks like our coyote's coming back in. At least I think this is him. It's a male with the right weight estimate. So despite being hit, he's actually coming back. Oh. Got spotted that time, but I don't think, yeah, there's no camo here. And we were pretty close. But it distracted him long enough to get a shot off at a fairly close range. Actually, I'll leave that up because maybe we'll get the trophy shot that I wanted. Yeah, we'll set them both up. Why not? And put the coyote in between, maybe. Sun is on that side, so we're going to want it like this. Alright. That's actually not even the one. That's a different one. Alright then. Alright, I think that looks kind of cool. As for the other coyote that we hit, unfortunately we're going to have to receive a letter from Doc because I pretty much had lost his tracks. I just tried to call him back in and I thought that was the one based on the weight estimate. But that obviously was not the case. So we are going to move on to Red Fox. So I guess we'll go to Bushrangers Run for that. Alright, so we've got a male red fox out here somewhere. And we're going to set up the decoy about 30 meters from this rock if we can. Just in case there's other foxes as well in the area. And we need to wait a bit. But it's going to be the same idea as with the coyotes. We're just going to set it up. And hopefully the decoy will keep it from noticing us long enough to get a shot off. I haven't tried compound hunting these yet. Which I probably will do, or at least vertical bow hunting in general. Alright, so there's the rock we want. Can't seem to range it, but should be good here. Use the rabbit one. I can't remember if I said, but the difference between the two decoys is merely appearance. They function the exact same. If you've not yet picked one up. So if you like to predator hunt, or if you have like set up maybe the golden tree stand or something like that where you don't want the coyotes coming directly under your stand, you could get them to go to that decoy for a while at least. Oh, that's a goat that I see out there. I thought we had a rare fox or something at first. So yeah, hopefully that fox will come to our decoy and we can take him out. Alright, it looks like our fox is coming in. We should see him coming out of the brush here in just a second. There he is. I haven't gotten to spot him yet and see if he's big. But he's trotting. Actually, I think he's walking now. Yeah. Might be decent size. Doesn't look overly huge, though. If we can get a spotting estimate on him, that'd be great. Maybe. Every time we're starting to, he walks behind something. Alright, 11 to 24 score estimate, so he's not all that big. The decoy is right there. I'm not going to shoot him till he gets to it, though, in case we spot or hear another fox coming in, but as of now, he appears to be the only one in the area. Definitely not seeing any over that way. Alright, so we're going to take this one with the 223, since he is alone. There's the decoy there. And down he goes. Just a little red fox, but nice to see that it is working properly now. Because what was happening before, if you had a decoy set up, basically your predator caller just didn't work, so they wouldn't come in. But now it's definitely working. So just a 16 scoring red fox. So I think we'll move on to Arctic fox now, because we got a good look with the coyotes at how they perform. I just wanted to show all the different species that they work on. So we'll head over to White Rime Ridge and try Arctic fox. Alright, so we've got a Arctic fox male that just called. So we're going to do a similar setup. We're going to put the decoy out around 30 meters, and then we'll wait. Maybe we'll get a couple to come in. That does happen up here fairly often. When I did the mission for the sneakathon, I had a couple come in, so it'd be nice if we could get that. And actually, this might be a decent place to lay. Where this juts out a bit, we'll be able to see down quite well. So we'll set our decoy up just ahead of here. Let's see where we want it roughly. A bit in front of that grass patch will work. We'll just set them both up, because why not? I don't see a reason not to. I imagine it would be working just the same. Alright, so we're gonna start calling now, because he was pretty close to being out of render. And we'll see if he comes in. Alright, our fox is coming in. Arctic fox tend to be pretty alert, so we'll see if he'll trot right by us to go to the decoys. I'm gonna keep my gun ready in case he does spook. I think 6.7 kilograms. I do believe they get heavier than that, so I don't think that's a max, but I actually don't know. Okay. We got spotted, but he definitely was headed to the decoys, and he kept us from being spotted earlier. I would have thought he'd have spotted us as soon as he came over the hill, to be honest. So 6.7, that might be max, or close to it. See what he scores. 12.4, that's not a bad Arctic fox. Alright, so I think this looks pretty decent. I'm not going for anything too special. I should say, because I set up those two decoys at once, it is a max of 1, so there was no added distraction or attraction from having both decoys set up there. I just set them both up because I had them both with me. But yeah, I would say if you have a tree stand, as I said earlier, and you don't want your foxes or coyotes coming directly under them, or maybe you just like predator hunting and don't want to have to move to call and then move back, you can just set up your decoy and then move and you can call as much as you want from that location. You don't have to move to call in other ones. So if you have that type of situation, I would recommend getting one. Otherwise, they work fairly similar to just moving and then calling with your predator call and then moving back. The only difference is the added distraction you get, which might save you if you got a couple of them coming in, and maybe you got a big one that's coming in last and one of the smaller ones would spot you or something like that. And maybe they wouldn't with the decoys, but as I said, they're fun to have, and I've wanted them in the game for a long time, so definitely really cool to see that they are finally in the game. But with that, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like if you did, and I'll see you in the next one.